A love affair, a tragic death, a huge trial. It is all told in a brand new book. Not fiction, but a true crime story based right here in Northeast Wisconsin. At the heart of it, a group of close-knit runners in Green Bay. Well-known competitors with names you might still recognize today. And among that group is the author of Run at Destruction. She was also the victim's best friend. And Lynda is here this morning, Lynda Drews, to tell us about the book Run at Destruction and talk about the running group. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Rachel.
It's quite a project for you.
Definitely, since I retired from IBM, I've been working on it for about 5 years. So it's been a big project, but something I had to do.
The story is about the death of your friend, Pam Bulick, and the trial that her husband went through, Bob. Why did you feel the need to turn it into a book, to write it all down? Was it kind of therapy for you to get through this?
You know, it's really part of our running group history. It's been with us forever. It was something that you couldn't believe could ever happen within this group of people that would run together, be healthy, we party together, all those kind of things, and it was just something that was so unbelievable to me that could really happen. So it was something that stuck with you, and I guess mainly I did really want to understand better what occurred. I did take the stand in this trial later on, and because of that, you really follow certain things that are said by one side that you believe in, and later on you realize that there's some facts that never were shared, and it made me change some opinions about what happened.
Well, let's, right now we're looking at some of the video from the trial. You said you took the stand in this. Let's back up a little bit, and why did Bob go to trial? What happened to Pam?
Well, basically the book starts out, and that's why it's not like giving it away too much, but it's the first chapters where I show up at a run. It was actually the Joggers Joint Run that is still held by Mark and Debbie Ernst here in town. It was the Spring Classic. I show up to run with my best friend Pam. She does not show up. I run throughout the whole race, and at the end I'm told as I cross the finish line basically that she has drowned in her bathtub. So it was this tragic death that occurred at that point, and then there was a huge investigation that occurred around it that subsequently sent Bob to trial.
And where is Bob today?
He is definitely he's out of the state. He's down in the Texas area.
Okay, so let's back up a little bit and talk about this close-knit running community, because it is a book about the fatal love triangle, as it says here, but it's also it also appeals to the sports world, because it really gets in depth on what a running community goes through and what it's like to be a part of that.
Yeah, you know, I think it's very interesting. You know, people will have like a church support group, you know, something in that order, but this runner group became us like a family, and it was because of that. It's an interesting, different twist to the book, I think, is that it's categorized really true crime and also sports running, because running is layered between all of the investigation, and it brings you back to sort of a center each time of this community of runners that, you know, the reader can be part of as well.
We have one of the pictures up right now. What year is this, do you know?
Oh, that's back in probably about '81 at a Marquette Marathon. That a bunch of us would always go to.
And Pam is in that shot, Bob's in there, you and your husband are both in that shot?
Yes, and this one now, this is at the Munising Pictured Rock Run, which we just returned to this year because Bruce McNeil was head of our group, just passed away, and they did a run in memory of him this year. But this was always a race that the whole group would go to.
And you say you're still running with a lot of the same people, although some of them are walking now, not running.
Right.
Many years later.
We ran last night. Wednesday nights is still our night to run.
Have they read the book, and what do they think?
All of my friends have been really supportive with this book. They purchased it way in advance. Everybody's been reading it and recommending it to other people. I think they think it is, like I say, it's historical about our group that's been together, and you know, it's something that they thought should be told as well.
I mean, there's a lot of juicy details in here. There's love affairs, there's a crime scene, there's graphic details. So it really does appeal to a lot of different readers. And you're going to be talking about the official release of the book tomorrow at Titletown Brewery.
Correct.
And you'll be there with another local author. We had him on the show yesterday talking about another crime that happened in Green Bay. It's tomorrow night. You can meet Lynda Drews, 6:30 to 9 at Titletown Brewing Company, fox11online.com. Click on Good Day Wisconsin for more information. And where is the book being sold?
It's at every single store in town, and you know, the Barnes & Noble, the Reader's Loft, Bosses is going to be coming into Target. It was on Target Online and Shopko. So it's basically everywhere, and Walden Books in the mall.
All right, Lynda, thank you so much for talking about the book. I've heard from local booksellers that they've had to order more copies of it because it's really popular.
Thank you.